Right, the manager is here. Wonderful.
He is.
Excellent news.
Gotcha. Gaffer.
All right, Jason.
Well done, Gaffer.
Right, cheers, yeah,
6
right.
Premier League wins in a row. We're just talking about the top of the table. Man City could be 4th if Leicester win.
It's nice, isn't it?
Doesn't it? 6 Premier League wins in a row. You're doing all right, Frank. You're doing all right.
Yeah. The players are doing well. We're working hard. We've had a really good period, and the last thing we wanted today was to stumble before going away to international break. So we kind of expected a difficult game in terms of how Palace are well organised, how they're a threat on the counter-attack, even though we didn't see that much today because I thought we dealt with that well. But I think it was up to us to break them down, and we showed bits in the first half, little phases of the game where we moved it quickly and created chances, and then we let the tempo drop. Second half we upped it and created more than enough to win the game well.
Obviously, Jorginho missing is going to be a miss. Reece James, was there any part of your team selection that perhaps decided to attack in a slightly different way? Because Reece is obviously brilliant going forward. Without Jorginho's those balls, was there any link between those two at all?
Not necessarily with Reece. I think I picked him more on the fact that he's trained so well and has come on and played well, and I think he deserved his minutes. And I spoke with Aspie before that because Aspie's so used to playing, and that's how it will be going forward as well. But I think Reece just deserved that chance. But in terms of that, how we wanted to set up with that, with the way that Palace were and the threat of the counter-attack, I think probably because with N'Golo and Cover, they do have tendencies to want to go forward and break, which is one of their strong points. And at that point, we wanted Reece to tuck more inside and be sort of almost another midfield player, which I think he could do as much as Aspie could have done it, to be fair. But I thought we did that well. I thought we found a balance of being inside to protect and an opening out to be an obvious outlet for us, because his quality, as we all saw today, is class, and it will get even better.
You kept Will totally quiet, I thought. You haven't had this nice problem that managers talk about with N'Golo not being around for a little while. You now have. You've had Mason in there with Kovacic and Jorginho. Now you've got N'Golo. You've got a couple of weeks to think about it, but... No. What are you thinking?
Everyone says it's a nice problem, and I've actually said that, but it's not. You've got to speak to them at one point.
Because someone who's playing really well is going to be annoyed because he's not going to be picked.
Yeah, they are, and the way around that for me, I think as a manager, is to be as honest as you can when that decision comes and try and do it for the right reasons. And sometimes different games will give you different reasons for who you might want to select, based on attributes, based on the rest of the team. And it's a problem that's coming because players are getting fit and they're all playing at a level which is going to make it tough for me. So I'm going to have those conversations. I can put it to bed for a little while, but City's coming. People are fit, people will want to play that game, but we must also see the big picture. Like Aspie today, he's a leader and a captain. Reece comes in and does well. Aspie's different class in the dressing room and a huge part of it. Now over the course of the season, we need that sort of attitude. Pulisic
today, I saw a different Pulisic that I've seen. There was one going in the box, happy feet, but he's doing things that I've not seen before in a blue shirt. It seemed as though there was a massive confidence change in the way that he played. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, Joe. I think it's great to see. And it's been such a talking point. He came in earlier in the season, and I think it was quite tough for him with the Premier League. And then I think as he's come back in, and particularly like you say today, there was a confidence about him and the movement of the feet. And you talk about the sort of players we've had here that play on the wing and can cut inside and do bits like he was doing. And that's one thing which I think we all got excited about today. And then the other thing, that he scored a goal that's a messy in and around the 6-yard box goal like last week. I think there's so many goals there for wingers, and the top ones are Raheem Sterling scored double figures for a reason, because they get in there. And Christian's confident. He's coming out of himself on and off the pitch, I think, in loads of ways, which is brilliant to see. He picked up a bit of a knock, which is why he was coming off before he scored, and then he came off, which I timed that perfectly, obviously, and waited for that. But he had a bit of a problem with his hip, so we want to make sure that's all right, because if he carries on with this form, I think, and hopefully improves on it, then we know the serious player that we've got.
I thought it was noticeable the way the defenders are actually standing off him in a way that they used to with Ed, and they're like, I'm not diving in on him because those feet are going too quick. We're going to send you off on your international break, Frank, with a little stat that's going to come up on here to do with Premier League derbies. We're now top of the table all time, and I think you have probably won quite a lot of these points. Gone above Arsenal today, 451 points in London derbies. Chelsea, top of the town, how about that? And that was the first derby today. We've got West Ham coming up, and Tottenham and Arsenal very soon. I don't know how much do they feel like London derbies anymore that much? I mean,
yeah, they do.
Do they still feel like that?
West Ham will do.
Well, West Ham.
How about that? Brilliant. Get a warm welcome, Frank.